alone costs $30 more. With those large plates and the small plates, multiples of each, we're tallying up another $70 of extras we're giving you. So if you've ever wanted it, this is the time, this is the day, especially knowing that $750 is the max you're going to spend on shipping and handling. So essentially that's going to be free shipping for you as well. We're moving on though. This is I love this one. This is the Blossoms, the molded flower stamp and die kit. We're showing you some end results here. We're showing you the stamps. We're showing you the dies that you're getting here. This is truly a way to, full-on crafting experience to create beautifully dimensional petals. And even leading up to our show today, Anna, I know this is the first airing, it is incredibly popular. Over 100 had pre-sold before even getting out here to share that it's here at a special price. And again, once you get to $750, free shipping on the rest. So I'm standing behind, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, this is the single ship. There's an auto ship value as well that I'll show you down the road, but this is what you'll get in your first shipment, and then we'll talk about the auto ship. Does that make sense, Anna?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. And what you're showing, I think, it's so pretty to see it all close up like that. So you want to focus on the flowers at the bottom of that project. And so do you see how they're not just 3D, right? It's like being in 4K and 5K and all that, right? We've really changed the way in which we're crafting embellishments, and we're doing that through a special molded flower plate system that goes through your Empress Elite. And so what's so nice is we have 72 sheets of ombre double-sided cardstock. There's a solid on the back of each one of those beautiful colors. They're all designed to be petal colors. And so you're getting a stamp set and a die set to cut out the stamped images. Then you put them in the mold. Then you run the mold through the machine, and then you take the flower petals and you layer them for a 3D experience. Okay, so this is how it's going to come to you. It's this fabulous little new assortment. You even get an acrylic block for stamping. There's those 72 sheets of paper. We give you step-by-step instruction on the inside, and those ombre papers, like I said, if you're shading with paper, right, you're creating a flower, you really do want it to look like it does in nature, right? The sun comes up this way, and you want to shade the petals, and you want that dimension to really become the life of the project. So we've done that with colors, and what is so pretty about each one of these is that it's as unique as you are. It's a lot like fingerprints, right? The way that you choose your colors or the way that you mold the flower, right, with the help of the mold itself, it's all about the way that you want to do this. So I'm going to be showing you how we're going to take the clear stamps, we're going to stamp them, we're going to die cut them, and then we're going to put them in these molds, and it is going to be so fun. Okay, and we did do an auto ship of this before I get into that whole demonstration. The Blossoms is first, then we moved to Blooms, and then in May, and then in September we moved to Posies, which I actually have to show you if you guys want to stay with me, and I'll show you. All right, our first auto ship. Goodness. All right. This is Blooms, and it's a whole different level of petals. We're taking more, almost like a daisy where you say, he loves me not. Two different, very, very highly petaled flowers. Again, stamps, dies, and the flower mold to create that. So that's the auto ship, the first one coming in May. And then the second one is called Posies, and this one is coming in September.
Right.
And this one's it's a cabbage rose, and so again, stamps and dies, and a whole nother set of the beautiful ombre papers. Do you see that we've actually made the colors change with each one of the auto ships? So that's really fun. So solid on the back, and then again, you're getting a different type of flower. This one looks like the cabbage that you plant in the winter, like the kale and the cabbage.
Yeah.
And then right, and then it's up to you how you color and layer and how many layers that you do to create the flowers. So I'm going to get ready and show you exactly how to make this happen. So we're going to start with stamping, and to me, right? I'm using our new glass mat, which is so pretty. I'm gonna stamp on the blue on pink just for the effect of this, and I'm using our hybrid ink pads from our new Smitten set that was on this morning, and we're just going to stamp inside that beautiful tonal. Okay, so that means like it's darker here, right? And it's going to, I'm going to make sure that right? So let's see, we're shading, so we want it down here. We want the darker, the biggest one on the bottom to be darker, right? And then we want to let that dry because then we want to take the dies that are going to shape these, right? And die cut them. So you can stamp them in a row. This was done so that you could see that done in a row. Love that, right? So dark to light. And so we're going to cut each one. And again, the Empress Elite, right? It's going to take it this way, vertically or horizontally. Just depends on how you want to create with it.
Another reason to get that Empress.
Yeah, especially this one. Uh-oh, I lost a petal. But you see what happens is that now we have a perfectly formed, normally we would print something like this, right? You actually have a perfectly formed petal with a bleed. Now this is a printing technique, right, where it goes over the edge. So the dies are designed to not show, right? So they go edge to edge, right, with the artwork. So that is really cool. All right, and sorry, I have to go kind of fast with this. Then once you've got all your die cuts, you're going to put them in the mold. Now the mold has been designed to go through the Empress without plate system, okay? So we're gonna line them up and we are going to lightly press down, okay? And then watch this, Callie.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
The little, I'm gonna go this way. The little sandwich. Okay, it's going to push the pattern into the paper. So it's going to completely create, right? You see how we ended up with these really molded flowers. So if you like, I push down into the paper, but you can do the opposite depending on the way that you want your flower to occur. But let me just show them to you. So like this one, we did the opposite. We did 2 down and 2 up so that we could have a really dimensional molded flower. So I think I'm gonna have to decorate with that just so that you can see.
Those dimensions are just, they're so 3-dimensional. And just as a quick reminder, as you finish the next project, this first shipment will be your blossoms, where you're getting, of course, the stamps and 8 of each, the stamps and the dies. Then you're gonna get, and you're getting the molds, of course, as well. Then down in May, you're gonna be getting the blooms and different shades of colors. Again, you're getting 72 double-sided sheets of the cardstock. And then back down in September, if you're doing auto ship, that's what you're gonna get, the posies. So you're getting 8 more of each and a whole slew, 72 more of those beautiful ombre cardstock. So, and they're all different shades based on each shipment. So what an opportunity. A couple hundred spoken for, Anna. I know you've got one final project to show us. I just can't wait to see it. They're fascinating to watch.
Yes, so each of the 2 molds, so you have 1 mold with 2 flowers in each, and so it's up to you how you create with these to bring them to life, right? They can be flatter or they can be more dimensional, but again, always make sure that your papers coordinate with your card surface. I think 3s are a good idea, right? More than 1 than the flower, but it's going to be, if you love to make things with polymer clay, the molds are going to be great to use. If you love to make dimensional things like for wall hangings or shadow box art, this is definitely something you want to use to create all of this kind of beautiful.
I mean, they're spectacular. They're wild. I mean, just so much. And the intricacy, the dimension. I mean, wow, talk about taking it to another level, right? We saw that right before our eyes, and you can do it. You can do it. You should get that Empress. If you don't have it, it's the Empress Elite. We'll remind you of that in just a bit. These are the additional shipments that will come again. This one will be coming in May, the blooms, and then we'll be sending you the blossoms or the posies in September if you're doing the auto ship. Just wanted to show you the different shades of all the pages that you're getting here, the cardstock. So what we're gonna do next is talk about, goodness sake,